Hey everybody, welcome back to another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Golden Sea session. It's been quite a while. It's been a hot minute. Everyone had finals and moving and all of that stuff. Graduation is but a few days away, at least for one of our players. So now that we're back, let's see, where were we again? Where did we leave off? Ah, yes, the Pit of Despair. So in the previous session, the Dining Dashers continued their infiltration of the Ruby Volcano. Chef and Calamity had learned a lot of interesting information, such as the fact that there are these, like, giant fossil Pokemon whose remains seem to be fossilized Dynamax Pokemon, who originally were theorized to have been guarding this place, but the volcano had been sealed up and these Pokemon had been trapped for so long that they completely fossilized and died from the process. Along with that, Chef and Calamity found out that Maxie, the leader of the Infernal Cult, planned to betray Heatran using these things that Zenith had retrieved from the capital when he had gotten the red orb, Shadow Shards, which can turn any Pokemon into a Shadow Pokemon, and he had planned to use that against both Heatran and Groudon in hopes to control them both and supersede their influence. Meanwhile, Damien, Micha, and Gemma had begun their battle against Audrey of the Abyssal Cult, who had previously finished off Zenith after his battle with the party. And as they continued as they proceeded fighting, the ground that they were battling on top of proceeded to cave in, and they found themselves smack dab in the middle of the ritual summoning Groudon. And then Calamity and Chef joined in, and all of them fought back against the Infernal Cult after Audrey exposed Maxie for him trying to double-cross Heatran. And everyone fought. Most Pokemon on both sides fell, including Maxie, who was killed by Heatran, who then proceeded to take the red orb and finish summoning Groudon. And right as the Diamond Dashers were scared on what to do, Ho-Oh, Silver, and the legendary birds swooped in at the last second and were able to pull them out. And then, as most of the legendary Pokemon had brought the party back onto their ship, Ho-Oh had departed to do battle with Groudon, who had now reached their primal form, and they got into a fierce battle, even having Ho-Oh summon Suicune for some aid. But even so, the power of two legendary Pokemon did not stand up against the super ancient Pokemon of the land, and Primal Groudon was able to kill Ho-Oh. And at the last second, Silver was able to go in and retrieve Ho-Oh's body along with a depowered Suicune. But before we find out what happened there, we are going to check over on Cobalt Town, as we have another side of the story currently going on right now involving Iron Athymos. So, let's begin. One sec, and we find ourselves, this is, we're backtracking a little bit. This has happened right after, so this quick scene will be right after Micha and the others had left the mayor's house. Backtracking, Metroid reference? Shut up. Oh, wait, actually, I just realized something. Let me update something on your end, Iron Athymos, because cool little thing we got.
Can I heal myself, by the way? Has it been long
You,
enough?
you
Or am I
sh-
still stuck at whatever HP I'm at?
Wait, are you not at full health?
I have taken a total of 20. I have taken a total of 32 damage.
Oh,
No
probably
injuries.
from the initial encounter with Shadow Ostinato.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Also, new art, official art,
Yippee.
thanks to Glastine for Iron Athymos. That way we
Yippee.
don't have to use
Thanks, bestie.
the slightly clipped artwork of F00 from Black 2 and White
Yeah.
2. Okay, and so the Dine and Dashers have all they haven't left the island yet. This is right before they do. However, they've all, been asked to leave and rest and recover, and then the following days when they leave to go to the Ruby Volcano. Currently, it is a private discussion with Iron Athymos, Draco, Regia, and along with Iron Valiant and Iron Treads. But they're just kind of there to just sort of, you know, provide additional information. They're not really part of the main conversation. But the reason why Draco had asked for this private meeting is because of the information that Iron Athymos holds within his databanks. Draco then speaks and he says, Iron Athymos, what other information do you have stored in your memory? You showed us the footage of when Ostinato's body was taken. What other information do you have?
Now, I downloaded basically the entire hard drive of the laboratory computer we found,
Mm-hmm.
and part of that was the security footage from the Capitol the day that Ostinato died.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I from what you all told me, that's apparently relevant to some investigation you're doing.
Regia says yes. Unfortunately, Ostinato had been, from what we've been told, had been killed by an ally, a Marowak named Kara. And we don't have any actual evidence outside of testimony, although Kara herself has admitted to it. We just. And she hesitates, and Draco's like, if you have the footage, just show it to us. But only us. That's why I asked for us to have this private meeting. That boy's friends, they don't deserve to see that. They have other pressing things to worry about, especially now this body's been taken.
I guess they don't realize the world is ending right now either.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely show that to y'all. I guess I'll just display it on my face screen
Pretty
thing.
much.
Or I guess would y'all rather me display it or like let y'all download it for later or both?
Just play it. The sooner we
Okay.
get this over
And
with, the
I
better.
press play on myself.
All right, so you showed the security footage, and it is the it basically shows the hallway and the prison cell that you can presume was your former self, alongside a Marowak, who you can presume is also Kara. And then there are two guards, a Reuniclus and a Sigillif, who both proceed to get sent flying off. Or one gets smacked against the wall, the other gets sent flying off by a Blaziken wearing a cape, who is holding what you can assume to be the red orb. And then the Blaziken proceeds to break to melt and break open the bars for Ostinato and Kara, and you can catch the conversation. And basically, it's exactly it's what happened back when the revelation happened between both Kara and Ostinato's parents, or mothers to be exact. And Ostinato, you hearing Athymos, sorry, you hearing this, like, you you're not entirely present for the conversation, like for viewing this, because you were displaying it. Your robotic body is focusing on just displaying it. You're not entirely processing the information right away. So while this video is playing its duration, you don't react to it right away, but can see as both Draco and Regia are speechless with the things that Zenith is saying about how Kara's parents were had previously attacked this island, and then how Kara's mother killed Asanato's mother, and then Asanato in retaliation killed Kara's mother, and then Asanato proceeds to attack Zenith, who at the last second is able to teleport right as he gets struck with a thunderbolt, and then just leaving the both of them by themselves. And then Kara lashes out and they both fight, and right as Kara is about to get beaten, she lashes out again and just repeatedly bashes Asanato in the head with her club, and only to right as she realizes what she's done, a Gothitelle appears and then proceeds to immobilize her and then teleport all three of them out of the room. And then that's when the footage ends. And Draco closes his eyes, and with his one existing arm, he presses it against his head. Is like, that correlates with the testimonies we received. Oh, God. And then Reggie's like, so it was the Skull Clan that had attacked this land, that attacked this island all those years ago. Yes, but why? They were here for the treasure. The crystal treasure. The blue orb. The Abyssal cult's been trying to summon Kyogre for years. But why would a bunch of Marowaks ally themselves? Reggie's like, do you think that Kara would know? No. No, she wouldn't. If she had just learned that information from that Blaziken, I think his name was Zenith, then she was unaware of this. And that time was when they both found out the truth. About their mothers. About what happened years ago. And Iron Athymos, your what was it? Your display is now finished, and you revert back, and your mind doesn't fully understand what you just viewed. It's kind of like you're just kind of confused, and it hasn't fully set in that you just watched, like the gravity of the information that you learned from that footage. Outside of the fact that, oh, great, someone who I thought was my friend was the one who killed me in my past life, and now I'm stuck in this body. Do you say anything? As Draco and Regia are now deep in thought, and both Iron Valley and Iron Treads, Iron Treads feels a bit awkward, because while they did provide the data for the footage that you then proceeded to process and display, they do feel a bit out of place. However, Iron Valiant is being quiet and respectful because they understand that that this person, Ostinato, is very near and dear to the Pokemon of this town. But he can infer that there's definitely a connection between Ostinato and you, Iron Athymos. But he is keeping quiet. What do you say?
For one, I didn't directly see what I just showed, and I have my own personal feelings about it, but I don't want to at least bring those up. But I think right now my part's been played, so I think I'm just gonna ask is there anything else I can do right now? Otherwise, um, there's stuff that needs to be done right now.
Draco, he opens his eyes like, sorry, I was deep in thought. I suggest that you and your compatriots rest. Unfortunately, I don't know if we have any spare lodgings for you all. And then Iron Valiant's like, no worries, we can rest up at our ship. I think it's better suited for us mechanical folk. So don't worry about that. Very well. Thank you all for the information, and thank you all for offering your aid in helping to protect this island. We'll need all the help we can get if any more of these attacks ensue. You all should go and rest. Reggie and I, we have a lot to discuss, especially in regards to how to deal with Kara and the others that have that we've taken into custody. Iron Valiant steps up and he's like, "Thank you for your hospitality. If there's anything you need from us, you only need to ask. All right, come on, you two. Let's rest. It's been a long day." And Iron Valiant and Shreds both depart. Do you follow?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So you guys all go back to the what was it? You guys go back to your ship off of the coast of the island, and eventually, one sec. Eventually, you all decide to call it a night. And I'm gonna just do that. All right. So you all go to the ship and hold on one sec. Having some weird. Okay, there we go. All right. Sorry, Roll20 is being a bit iffy on my end. So, quite some time passes, and then you are. It's late at night. You're on the ship, and try as you might, you cannot rest. You cannot go to sleep at all. You find yourself unable to power down and recharge. And you find yourself taking a walk, and eventually find yourself out on the coastline at the outside of the ship. And you're starting to process what you just learned. How, according to that footage in your past life, you had befriended a Marowak named Kara, who had been left by her home village and had been her clan. And then you find out that her mother, the former leader of said clan, had attacked your home. And because of that, your mother was killed. And then in retaliation, you killed Kara's mother. And then once again,
Mm-hmm.
out of revenge, Kara killed you.
Despite my attempts to de-escalate the situation. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because not only was the video cleared, the audio was as well, so you could hear what both what both you said and what Kara said.
Yep.
And then, as you are thinking, you feel out of nowhere a random pull, some sort of weird feeling. You can't describe it, but it's telling you to go off this way, behind technically your former home. How do you respond? Jack, you there? Hello? Oh, wait. Bro just left the call. Hold on, technical difficulties. Jack, you alright? Hold on, let me check something. Hello? You there?
Yippee, I'm back. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Sorry, my internet's being a bit spotty. I
Okay.
am alive again.
Alright. So yeah, how do you respond
So
to this
I'm
strange
getting
pull?
a call to. I feel like I should go and visit the home, so I'm just gonna kind of like. I'm not even gonna say anything to anyone on the ship. I'm just gonna jump down.
Mm-hmm.
Something feels wrong and right at the same time. Is how I would feel
Yeah.
it. Like describe it, I guess, to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna like kind of step past this friendly little sandy gas and start skedaddling on there.
Let me reiterate. It's from behind the house. It's not the actual house itself. There's this like pathway of sand that leads
Oh,
further.
gotcha. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'll skedaddle past the Staryu instead then.
All right. So you walk down, and eventually you find yourself down this pathway, and then you reach a small little shoreline, and up against the waves are a pair of gravestones. And this place starts to feel a bit familiar.
These are the features that like immediately draw my attention, so I'm gonna go up closer just because there's not really anything else here, and the feeling something's going on here. I guess there's that cave kind of exit down that way, but more importantly, this seems
Yeah.
significant.
You walk over and you read these graves. The one right in front of you is one sec. The first one is Orphea, loving mother, wife, and protector. And the one next to it is Yuri, caring father, husband. And then Athymos, make me a focus check.
Alrighty. Focus. Here we go. Should one? Oh, I just rolled it a bunch, but my first one is bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna take that. So you, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
you,
I figured.
you start. What's the robotic equivalent of a panic attack? All of a sudden, your body starts to shake and tremble, and you
I start going on the fritz.
pretty much.
I'm just gonna...
Short circuit?
Uh-huh.
Short circuiting?
You you have trouble even standing as but back when when Yuri died in your arms, you had gotten the memories of all of all the important memories of the two of you. Now you get all the memories of not just you and Yuri, but also of Orphea, of both of your parents. You remember everything. I mean, everything, including that night. That night where that memory that had been repressed from you. And while there's no actual physical damage on your body at all, you feel this intense pain from the right side of your face, around where your eye would be. You feel this sharp, burning pain, and you can remember where it came from. You remember it as the fire from a club of a Marowak. Actually, no. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. I'm sorry. You don't. At first, you initially assumed it as that for a while, but now you realize that pain was self-inflicted because the killing blow you used to kill Kara's mother was so intense that it caused your body to overclock, and the electricity within your body was too much to contain, that it burned part of your face. It scorched the area around your eye, leaving an intense scar. And you realize that the whole reason why you have had such an inability to control your electricity, and why you'd always injure yourself each time you did it for the longest time, until a legendary Pokemon named Thundurus helped you control it, was because you were doing it out of an internalized subconscious pain and loss from your mother. And this is like this the whole time, especially like from that security footage. You know how you initially doubted Zenith's claims that you had killed Kara's mother. Because obviously this is some random cult leader trying to manipulate us. Of course, he's probably lying through his teeth. But now you know that he was right. He was telling the truth. Because you can remember it.
Dang it, he was right.
He was
being
right!
Honest.
You remember it vividly in your mind. From back when you were just a child. And the pain that you felt as you saw your mother be killed right in front of you, keeping you and your father safe, and then lashing out despite your father's protests. You immediately just, at a blink of an eye, just shoot out, using your body as a literal lightning bolt, and just slamming right into the Marowak, killing her instantly and leaving your body scarred. How do you feel?
It feels more personal than it ever has, but it still feels very emotional all at once, but there's still like a slight level of disconnect where I'm still not the same Ostinato that died that day, but I fully understand that Ostinato, I guess. Like if I were to step back into his body, I could probably resume, and like no one would really notice that I was different.
Yeah.
But I am still different in some way. But I feel maybe a bit more empathy to just how messed up that situation was. From Kara's end, but I'm still mistrusting. But also looking at the grave right in front of me again as I kind of come out of the vision, I feel really bad, like really just like a terrible for, I guess not like treating Yuri badly, but not, but knowing who Yuri was and not treating or even being honest with him before he died. That's more than anything. Is I'm not necessarily that same person, but I knew the connection I didn't get to tell Yuri before I died. And that is what I regret more than anything in this moment, because I'm also looking directly at his grave in this moment.
And as you just stare at the graves of your parents, give me a perception check real quick.
Okie dokie. Decent enough.
Okay, yeah. And also this person's not trying to hide at all. You hear footsteps from behind you. And you turn around to see Iron Treads slowly approaching. Hey, you alright? Jack, you there?
Yeah, sorry. Say, honestly, no, not really. I mean, you know more than the rest about my past, considering we went through those data files together, but
So,
these are my parents, or my old lives' parents' graves, I guess. But coming here, whatever force kind of, I relived everything of that life, and I'm not ostinato, but I'm not that person, but I'm not a blank slate either, and I really regret knowing who I was and not telling Yuri that before we couldn't save him. And now I don't know what to do. I no clue, because am I supposed to, like, just reinsert myself into the world, or do I let it go? I have no clue anymore.
well,
I mean, what is anyone supposed to do in this situation?